HVAC business owners, let me guess, you're stuck on page 2 for local HVAC searches, and you know that getting to the first page can literally change your business forever by getting you hundreds of leads. But the problem is you have no idea where to start. Lucky for you though, in this video, I'm going to show you the formula that we use to help people like Connor for his HVAC business get to the first page of Google Maps. Same with Kyle, same with Ryan, and dozens of others. And they all made hundreds of thousands of dollars for their HVAC businesses after they used our system and got to the first page of Google Maps. So this isn't a coincidence. Quick disclaimer though, this video isn't just a couple fun tips and tricks. So if you're looking for a quick, easy hack, this isn't it. It's the complete system we use for our own clients to get them dozens of extra leads per month in their local area. And on top of that, I'm gonna give you a free checklist for your Google Business Profile that you can use to manage and implement the tips that I'm going to give you in this video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so before we get into the nitty-gritty of all these steps and tactics and strategies for getting to the first page of Google Maps and essentially how to guarantee that you will get to the first page of Google Maps, it's important to understand where most people go wrong, where you're probably going wrong, and then the true importance and how it can impact your business getting to the first page of Google Maps as a local HVAC business, because we've seen real cases where it's transformed businesses, not just in terms of leads, but in scaling the business and scaling the sales. So starting off where most HVAC businesses go wrong, there's really three main things that I've taken from our customers before working with us and then seeing the change after working with us. And these three problems are typically limiting their pool of customers or limiting their pool of reviews to just their customers. And so they limit the amount of reviews that they can actually get on a regular basis. 2, not having proper SEO on their website set up or in place on a consistent basis. And then 3, they're inconsistent with the website and their Google Business Profile optimization. And all of these three things can transform your Google Maps rankings. And I'm going to show you how to fix all three because they're extremely important. If you're struggling with any of these three, most likely you're probably struggling with all of them, then this video is going to be extremely helpful for you. So why your HVAC business profile can be the difference between 1 lead and 100 or hundreds of leads per month. If you are a HVAC business, contractor, plumber, like any of this local service type of businesses, people, your customers in particular, are searching on Google for your services. And the first thing that people see when they look up HVAC near me, heat pump installs, furnace installs near me, after the sponsored ads, which a lot of people are just skipping down, are the business profiles. They're seeing the business profiles, they're seeing the proximity, how close they are to you, so it's extremely relevant to them. They're seeing your reviews, they're seeing your phone number. It is an extreme source of social proof that goes beyond just your website. We'll get into the website and how important that is as well, and how it plays into the Google Maps rankings. But ultimately, the first thing that people are seeing is your Google Business Profile. And so what does this mean for you? Ranking in the top 3 means more calls for you, more leads, and more trust before a customer even clicks into your website or clicks to call you. And so think about it. What would an extra 20, 50, or even 100 leads a month do for your business? I'll show you examples of real HVAC businesses that have worked with us. This is Kyle. He runs EcoPro Heating and Cooling. He made $360,000 in 6 months with SEO, and particularly from his Google Business Profile. Another HVAC company, this is Connor. He runs Whyte Mechanical. He went from sending $47,000 in quotes in the previous 90 days before working with us to over $300,000 worth of quotes in the 90 days prior to working with us. Again, just 3 months. And SEO does not have to take a long time. This is one of the many pitfalls that HVAC business owners and business owners in general fall into when it comes to SEO, is they think it just takes too much time, so they don't take action. It does not take that long. You can accomplish results in a very short period of time. More social proven examples of HVAC businesses, HVAC near me. This is just searches in local HVAC searches. And you can see here, we manage these business profiles. I'll scroll down here. There's even more screenshots to show you business profiles that we manage that are in the top 3 positions. And again, you've seen the social proof, you've seen the results of what this can do for your business. This is more examples of business profiles that we manage for local home service businesses like HVAC, and the number of interactions their business profiles are having on a monthly basis. Thousands in some cases, This is over a period of 6 months, so I should say hundreds on a monthly basis, but you get the idea here. I'm not going to go too much more in depth on this. So, where do most people go wrong trying to rank their business profile? Most people think that their business profile is just about reviews, posts, backlinks, etc. So they focus on one thing for a month, a couple weeks, even in some cases a couple days, and then when they don't see any progress, they stop. Getting your Google Business Profile to the first page of Google Maps is not just about one thing. It's about a multitude of variables that come into play that Google takes into account when it's ranking search results on Google. And one really great example, this is actually taken from another YouTube channel, Andy from Striker Digital, put this in a really good way, where Google is a business, right? Google itself is a business. And so Google wants to serve its customers a good product, and its product is search results. And so to keep users retained on the platform of Google search, it wants to show users the best and most relevant search results possible to them. And so what we're trying to do is optimize our profiles, our Google business profiles, to get Google to show it to more people, to be as relevant as possible to the people that are searching it up. Again, this is what I'm showing you how to do here, but I'm going to talk about each factor that Google takes into account. And just like you've seen above, this system works consistently with our own clients. So this isn't some tutorial I just got ChatGPT to make me, or any information that I just pulled out of thin air. This has been tried and tested throughout all of our clients. Some people think it's just about proximity, that you have to be close to someone in order to rank for that Google search. But we've seen business profiles rank decently far outside of their service area because of the factors that we've optimized. So let's get right into what impacts your Google business profile ranking. Google's local algorithm considers 6 main factors when deciding who ranks at the top. And this has been taken not just from tactics that we have implemented with our own clients, but Google literally tells you this on their website. It tells you what they take into account. So here are the core factors: distance, so proximity, how close a business profile is; relevance, prominence; consistency, engagement, and website SEO. So let's dive into each of these. So distance, proximity. This is not something necessarily you can control, but you can optimize around it. So Google is going to prioritize businesses, of course, that are close to the location that you're searching. And so, for example, this screenshot here, I just searched HVAC near me, and you could see my little blue dot there is where I'm located. And then around me, these red dots are the business profiles. So it's going to show, in some cases, in most cases, the closest ones to me first, if they're relevant. We'll get into the nuances of this and how they can, and different factors can affect this, but ultimately it's going to show the closest ones to me first. This is in a city called North Vancouver, right? And just below this on the map, there's Burnaby, there's Vancouver. And so it's going to show me results in North Vancouver first, and not necessarily Vancouver or Burnaby or any other cities. You can't really change your address, but you can optimize your presence across nearby areas. Again, you don't have to not rank in other cities just because you have a business profile in one location. What you want to do in your business profile settings, so all you have to do is search up My Business into Google. And then if you're on the Google account that you set up your Google business profile with, it will show you the settings. You can see it in the background of this screenshot here. You want to edit your profile and then come down to the service areas. Make sure that all of your service areas are filled out. So every single city, every single subsection of a city, so this doesn't just include like the entire city as a whole, but subsections of the city as well, sub-districts, include those in your service areas as well. Get specific, get niche with it. Again, mention multiple suburbs or areas on your Google business profile. You'll also want to encourage reviews from customers in different locations to help you show up on a wider area. So when you're getting reviews or asking for reviews, which I'm going to get into later on in this video, but make sure you're getting reviews from people in different cities, different locations. Be intentional with how you ask for reviews and who you're asking them from to make sure that you can get a wide range of geographical audiences, essentially. So, relevance. This is the next variable. We want to make it obvious what you do. So Google needs to understand what your business profile offers so it can match your profile to the right searches. You want to pick the most accurate primary category in your profile, then add 2 to 4 supporting categories. So you can see here, this is an example of one of our clients. We've got the business category. The primary one is HVAC contractor, and then we've got some other subcategories below it. Moving on, create posts and pages on your website using terms like heat pump install Vancouver, emergency plumbing services Surrey, depending on your services and your service location, right? Stay consistent with your language across your website, business profile, and review. So this is a good website example here. So this is the client that I was showing you previously. You can see that we have mentions of the city, we have mentions of HVAC contractor. So we have the keywords, meaning the keyword of the service, but also the keyword of the location that we're servicing, because that plays into the Google Business Profile. And we'll get into the website SEO tactics to help you get to the first page of Google Maps a little bit later on. I'll dive much deeper into this. But ultimately, what we're going for here is ensuring that the information on your business profile is filled out. It's fully optimized. You have the information there so that Google can actually pick up on it. It seems like an obvious tip, like yes, fill out the information on your business profile, but a lot of people miss this. A lot of people do not do this. So ensure that you have all of the information, like the business primary category and the subcategories, filled out on your business profile, but also on your website. Moving down, prominence. This is building authority over time. So what does this mean? Prominence is essentially how visible and credible your business profile appears online. When I say online, I don't just mean Google Maps, local listings, backlinks on other websites, guest posts, links essentially anywhere online. The more your business profile link shows up on the internet, the more Google sees your business profile as prominent, as an authoritative source in your local area, and the higher it will rank your business profile consequently. So here's what helps with your prominence. High quality reviews. This is going to be a constant theme throughout this video, is getting high quality reviews. Everyone knows this, and it's obvious, but most people do not do it. Get high quality reviews. Again, I'm going to get into what a high quality review means and how to get them, but ultimately keep getting reviews. If you're picking a restaurant, for example, to go to near you, are you going to go to the one with 1,500 to 3,000 reviews with an average of 4.7 stars, or are you going to go with the one with 15 reviews and 5-star reviews? You're going to go to the one with way more reviews, even if it has a lower average rating, because there's more people that have been and tested that location, tested those services to give you that information. So you want to have not just good reviews, but a high quantity of reviews. Mentions on other websites, so directory listings, blog posts, partnerships, etc., backlinks to your website from industry or local sources. You can purchase backlinks online or local listings, regular content updates like blogs or projects on your own website. Again, this is creating opportunities for your business profile to be linked on other sources on the internet. Moving down the list here, consistency. Send signals that you're active. So just like a social media feed, like an Instagram, Facebook, YouTube account, you want to show the algorithm, you want to show that platform that you're being consistent in updating content. You're adding content to the thing that you were trying to get more visibility on. So a lot of business profiles, they get set up and then they're left untouched for months, years, or pretty much all time. Google prefers profiles and will rank profiles higher that look active and maintained. So make sure you're updating your photos, your hours, your services. Often if there's a holiday, update it to show your holiday hours, etc. Weekly posts about projects. So you can treat this like a social media feed. You don't have to post on it every single day, but weekly, monthly, again, make sure you're posting projects, tips, frequently asked questions, seasonal updates, these sort of posts to show Google that, hey, this business profile is active. There's business happening. People are coming to us, and it mirrors the real world in the sense that Google wants to see a business that is active in the real world, and it will show it more frequently online as a result of that. This is a good example here, responding to every single review. So this is just a screenshot here where someone wrote a really good review where it's multiple sentences long. It includes images, but more than that, the business profile owner responded to that Google review. For example, if you do a heat pump install, you did a great job. the person writes a great review, they have their location in the review, and they add images, maybe before and after, whatever those images might look like. And then you want to go in and respond to that review. And in your response, make sure you add in keywords like these services and the location that you did it in. Moving forward, engagement. Getting people interacting with your profile. So this kind of gets into the reviews and how to ask for reviews and how to set up a system that essentially automates your reviews. The more people click to call, leave reviews, view your photos, the better your profile performs. Essentially, whenever someone engages with your business profile, like I mentioned, click to call, leave a review, view your photos, view your website, ask for directions, the more Google will see that and say, hey, there's a lot of people interacting and clicking on this review, similar to social media. If you're getting likes, if you're getting follows, subscribers, comments, the more the algorithm will push your page, right? It tells Google that your business is relevant and helpful, and it will show it to more of the right type of people. In other words, people searching for HVAC services in your area. So to boost engagement, make sure you're asking customers for reviews after every single job, uploading geo-tagged photos of your work regularly, use posts to answer common questions, and make your listing visually strong with good photos and descriptions. So you want to make it stand out as well. So here's how to ask for reviews without feeling weird. This might be one of the most valuable parts of this entire video. So make sure you guys stay locked in. Okay, people are happy to leave reviews when they are asked the right way. Use the feedback first method. This is what we've tested with our clients, with ourselves as well, and it works great across the board. This is more of a general statement. It works great across the board with different types of people. Some customers, you might feel comfortable asking them for reviews at any point, just being like, yo, can you write me a review if you have a great relationship with them? And that's totally fine. But this is just, again, general statement. So you can ask how the service went. You can say, hey, XYZ name, just did your heat pump install. Let us know how it went. If you have any feedback for us in terms of the time it took, the cleanliness of work, our service techs, etc. And if it's positive, follow up with, okay, awesome. We're asking some of our happy clients to leave a quick review for us on Google. Really helps others to find us. So it's very simple. It's very straightforward. You're getting straight to the ask. A lot of times where people fall short or they mess up with asking for a Google review is they make the ask too long. They send it in an email or a text and it's like an essay, basically explaining why you're wanting to get a Google review. People feel the need to explain themselves or justify why they're asking for a Google review. You don't need to do that. You can simply just say, we're asking some of our happy clients to leave a review. Would you be able to do this? Because it helps our marketing. It helps others find us. You don't have to have a crazy long justification or clarification for why you're doing this, because you're just wasting people's time and you don't want to do that. You want to ask quickly, make it snappy. So make it easy for them to leave you the review by sending a link to your review page and a sample review to model. So don't just send them the link, say, here's the link, here's an example review that other customers have left for us and what we're looking for. So to automate this, there's so many tools out there that you can use to send automations after an invoice has been sent or after a job has been completed. Jobber is the best one that we found because it's specific to the home service space. It's a CRM that's built for home service and HVAC businesses. So I'd highly recommend them. And what happens with Jobber is once you send the final invoice, I think you can edit it. It can be at a different stage in the user journey or the customer journey. But once you've sent the invoice, the final invoice, then it'll automatically send a text message or an email X amount of days later, which you can edit. And then that message will essentially be asking for a review and you can edit it to make it whatever text you want it to have. Pro tip here, make sure your customers put keywords and images, if possible, into the reviews, just like the screenshot below. So this is a random Google Business Profile review that I found that's fantastic in terms of the keywords and just the amount of information and text that's on this review. So you can see here, Lonsdale Plumbers, I've underlined the keywords here, is recommended vendor at my mom's apartment on Lonsdale, right? So it's got the keyword in terms of the location. Repair for a dripping tub/shower. That's a keyword right there because that's what someone can search up into Google. The plumber was very friendly, etc. The plumber. So it's got keywords in terms of services and the location in here. What this is missing is photos, but you can't expect every single person that reviews your profile to give you photos. So that's
totally okay. But if you can get someone to add photos into your reviews, definitely do that. Moving on here. So when the location and service keywords are in the review, your business profile will have a higher likelihood of showing up on page 1 when someone in that area looks for that specific service. So going back to this example here, if someone on Lonsdale, that location, which is like a suburb or district in North Vancouver, searches for plumbers or plumbers near me, it's going to show this business profile, Lonsdale Plumbers Ltd, much higher because they have lots of reviews similar to this. Moving forward here onto website SEO. I've already mentioned that website SEO it plays a huge part in how well your Google Business Profile ranks, which a lot of people don't know. They don't know that your website SEO actually helps and assists your Google Business Profile SEO, and both play hand in hand. The more reviews you have, the higher authority your Google Business Profile is, that will bump up your website ranking. And the higher website authority, domain authority you have, and better the website SEO you have, it will bump up your Google Business Profile. So both help each other out. Now, when your website ranks, it improves your profile's credibility. So what helps this? What you want to have on your website, which I'm giving you an example here, is location-based services pages. So for example, air conditioning contractors in Burnaby. Air conditioning contractors, or air conditioning, is like the service, and then Burnaby or in Burnaby, that's the location. So here's the hierarchy template that you should use, that we use, to make sure every location and every service is hit on when it comes to the website and business profile. So for example, I'll pull this up. Let's see if I can zoom into this so you guys can see it a little bit better. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Okay, perfect. So we've got like the home page, right? And then below the home page, or on your like main navigation, you've got your different services, and then you've got sub-services for each of those services. So for example, like heat pumps, and then heat pump repair, heat pump maintenance, heat pump installation, heat pump replacement. These are sub-services of the main service, which is heat pump. And then below that, you want to have the sub-services with the location. So you're going to end up with a lot of pages, which is completely fine, which is, if anything, what you want. Because the more niche your content is on each of the pages on your website, the higher they will show up on those localized searches when it comes to Google. So here's a good example of this. Let me zoom back out here. Okay, zooming back out. Let's make sure you guys can see this. Okay, perfect. So this is a hierarchy that I made that's specific to HVAC. For example, we've got the main homepage, and then under the homepage or on your main navigation of the website, you've got heat pumps, furnaces, boilers, hot water tanks, air conditioning, etc. And then under each of those, which I'll zoom in here again so you can see an example of this, you got heat pump installation, heat pump repair, and heat pump maintenance. So each of these blocks should be their own page. So heat pump services should be its own page. Heat pump installation should be its own page. And then under this, heat pump installation in North Vancouver should be its own page. Heat pump installation West Vancouver should be its own page, and then so on and so forth. So these are just examples. You probably want to have more pages than this, but on the bottom row here is your location pages. So you've got heat pump repair North Van, heat pump repair West Van, and have service area location pages for every single service that you offer on your website. And this is a lot of work. Yes, I understand, but it is going to take a lot of work anyways to get your profile to the first page of Google Maps, and that is just the reality of the situation. So here's an example of a location landing page, or like the hero section of a location landing page on one of our clients, Eco Pro Heating. So family first HVAC company serving the Sunshine Coast. So this is a general broad service page. It's not specific to any one service or sub-service, but you can see here, this entire page is just talking about Seashelt and HVAC services. And so any service area landing page you have should be talking specifically and only about that one specific service or sub-service within that one location that you're targeting. Make sure that you have internal links to your main services pages throughout, I shouldn't say just within one page, but throughout your entire website. You should be linking to your other pages. You can see here, this text HVAC company, where my mouse is hovering over, that's a link to another page on my website, on this website. Have links to other pages because that helps Google index your website, and it indexes faster that way. Make sure that you have blog posts that answer real customer questions. You can watch my video on how to do this. I'll link it somewhere here. Make sure your sitemap is submitted in Google Search Console. I've got another video showing you how to do this, and it's in the SEO checklist that I'm going to be showing you guys or giving to you guys right after this. So what happens when you get this right? Like I mentioned, a full calendar of leads without spending a single dime on ads, ranking for multiple high intent keywords that get thousands and thousands of searches every single month, just like you've seen. You have more trust, more visibility, and faster conversions happen. You're not going to be chasing down leads every single time you get one come through the door. For example, this is one of our other clients. He made $138,000 in revenue in a year, starting from literally zero with like barely a website, barely a business profile. There was no gimmicks, no shortcut. It's exactly what I showed you how to do in this video. So if you want this done for you, this is my offer to you. We've helped over 100 home service businesses do exactly this, generate organic revenue through SEO and through their business profiles. And if you're too busy to do this yourself, but you want it implemented properly, we've got you. So here's what you'll get: SEO audit of your website and your Google Business Profile, and we'll give you a list of high value keywords that your customers are searching up every single month. This is just general like HVAC searches. It's specific to your location, your city, and what people in your city are searching up, because it depends. Fully optimized Google Business Profile, set of backlinks in your local area, and we'll submit your business profile on all major directories. So we'll do all that work for you. We'll get all of your location and services landing pages built out by us and an automated review generation system. So your Google Business Profile SEO is essentially on autopilot, and we guarantee $100,000 in revenue added to your HVAC business in the next 90 days, or you get a full refund. So what does it take for your end? It only takes about 1 to 2 hours of your time to get us set up. That's the onboarding, which takes 14 days. We'll do the rest. It's a one-time payment, no retainers. If your business profile isn't on the first page of Google by month 2, we'll just give you a full refund. So how long does this take? We'll get everything set up in 14 days or less. Can you just do it yourself? Yes, absolutely. But that's what this whole video is for. So moving on to the SEO checklist. So what you're getting here is a list of tasks, a checklist of tasks that I've told you that you should be doing for your business profile to get to the top 3 positions. In this video, even some extra ones like researching the best keywords. I'm going to show you how to find the best keywords, and I've got tutorials on how to do each of these here. I would recommend you watch this video, which I have a link for first, which gives you context on the whole thing. But ultimately, the link is down in the description to get this Google Sheet and to start using it. Click that link, start using it. Again, it'll get your business profile to the first page of Google Maps in under 90 days. I guarantee you. So hope you got some value from this video. I'll catch you in the next one.